Right, video overview of the Brat finishing on the 19th of May on eBay. I'll walk around the car first and show you the kind of overall state of the bodywork. Hopefully you can see that in this light. It's all quite straight, the doors close well, the wheel arches have been repaired but they look pretty good. This is the front end which has been repaired. It's all composite now. So plywood and fiberglass basically over a welded metal frame. There's a few ripples and creases in the bonnet which you can sort of see if you look at it from the right angle in this light. Hopefully it's picking it up. You can see if we look close up, the paint finish isn't perfect all over. There's a bit of orange peel here and there, you can see it on the bonnet here. But overall it's pretty good. It's kind of got a good gloss. The lights have been uprated. These are actually an MR2 lamp that fits into the car, and they're brighter than the original H4 bulbs. And these are the daytime running lamps which were added when the car was repaired. There's a switch inside to turn those on and off. The wheels were powder coated white last year, so they're all good condition, solid. You can see in there new discs and brake pads too. New tyres, Goodyear tyres, in good condition. Still lots of tread left on them. Underneath here you can see the sump guard and under tray. There's good ground clearance. It doesn't look like it because the grass is long, but the car sits well on its suspension. It's all nice and level. The suspension's good. The fuel filler was repaired using marine grade fuel hose and stainless steel 316 stainless pipe. So that's all in good condition. The worst part of the truck is probably the back, the bed back here. You can see there are some scratches to the paint where it has been used as a pickup. It's a truck and that's what it's used as. And there are some repairs to the wheel arches where they've been overflated by the previous owner. You can see that side and this side. There's also a few other patches where it's been welded down here and across the back here. Otherwise it's pretty straight. There are a few kind of dings and dents as you'd expect, but nothing too extreme. The back of the truck's all quite straight. The bumpers have been removed, but I do still have them if you wanted to put them back on. I'll include them with the truck. The light lens on this side has a crack. I don't know if you can see that here, but it passed an MOT. It doesn't seem to be getting damp inside. There's no moisture getting in there, so I think that's fine. They do come up on eBay from time to time if you want to replace it. You can see under here the new exhaust that was made. Everything's quite clean and tidy under the car. The fuel tank you can see, and everything has been under sealed. It's a bit muddy at the moment, but it's all nice and solid, no rust under there. And if we take a look under the car here, you can see this is one point where the chassis has been welded, but everything's good and solid. Everything's quite clean under there. And yeah, no rust in the seals. They're all nice and clean, solid. The interior is all quite original. You can see it's all there where it should be. There's a little bit of damage to the floor mats. The passenger side is kind of cracked in this corner, but it all still fits in there okay. Doesn't seem to cause any trouble. The driver's side's in pretty good nick. The carpet, the mats are all there. There's a bit of damage to the driver's seat. Old damage where it's torn here and here, and it does rock slightly on its base, but once you're sitting on it you don't really notice that, to be honest. It'll pass an MOT fine. There is some damage to the windscreen, some delamination in the bottom corners. Hopefully you can see that. So down on this side, and on this side as well, there's a crack where we removed and refitted it with a new rubber seal. That did pass an MOT. I was looking at replacement windscreens. They're quite hard to find. They do come up from time to time on eBay, so that's something that could be replaced quite easily. apart from that it's all pretty solid. I'll open the bonnet up, you can have a look under there. So this is the switch that I added for the daytime running lights. Everything else works well on the dashboard, obviously light controls, wipers, indicators, fog light, original steering wheel. Yeah, there's a split Vigator for the gear stick, is split around the bottom, but everything works as it should. Four-wheel drive selector here, handbrake and the gears. The seats tip forward, so there's a bit of storage behind there as well, just keep stuff dry. Yeah, that's pretty much the inside. So under the bonnet you can see it's all quite tidy. I always meant to put a bit of paint on the air filter, but everything works as it should. New battery last year, new radiator when the front end was repaired, new coil, new spark plugs, new vacuum hose here and there, new distributor cap and rotor arm, spare wheel under the bonnet with a brand new tyre on it. Again, it was powder coated with the rest, and yeah, everything works as it should. I'll start it up, I guess. It is warm, I've just got back, so hopefully it should start easily enough. There we go. You can see on the dashboard display it's quite nice. It shows you, is that in focus? You can see here when you close the doors and open them, engage the four-wheel drive, and then when you turn your lights on, full beam or your fogs, it all comes up on this display in the middle here. So that's all working as it should, and the door sensor there opens and closes as you open and close the door. Hopefully it's picking it up alright. You can see there as well 109,431 miles, and the clock keeps good time. Everything works as it should. Except the radio. That's the one thing in here that doesn't work. To be honest, I've never really looked at it. It might be something simple like the fuse. The rest of the wiring seems in really good condition. It's all kind of looks very original and untouched. Yeah, no problems with the electrics in this car at all, really solid. So the engine runs nice and sweet, really smooth. You can see there's no rust in the engine bay. Tops are all nice and clean. Everything's kind of as it should be. And I don't know how easily you can see down here, but that's a bit dark. Kind of front cross member was welded in. You can see it behind the grille here. Chassis is all nice and straight, it's all been checked. The bonnet shuts well and the gaps are good either side. There's some diagonal cross bracing behind the main grille coming up to the bonnet shut, and yeah, the original light surrounding grille were fitted straight over the new composite front end. So the exhaust is non-standard, it's from a Jaguar, so it really gives the sort of nice boxer Subaru sound. I'll give it a bit of a rev and you'll hear what I mean. So once again, quickly around the car. I've tried to show everything there. If you've got any more questions, please get in touch. If you do look closely, some panels, this door is, you can see there's a bit of orange peel here and there. The paint finish isn't perfect, but it's 2-pack paint and there's plenty on there, so it would take a good cut and polish if you wanted to bring it up to a real gloss. Yeah, any more questions, please get in touch.